Hello and welcome to Stomps, and today you find me at Caradon Hill, which is somewhere I know extremely well. It's pretty easy to find. This road is the road from Liskeard, goes right up across the top Pensilva and heads on eventually all the way to like Launceston, or Lanson as the locals call it. And look at that tremendous view over there towards Kit Hill. But we begin this just from the car park. We are heading up this little track which cuts across the entrance to the Wheal Tor hotel. It's an incredibly hot day. What are we now? End of July, and after many weeks of just pants weather, summer's decided to revisit after a break of about a month. So I thought, right, let's crack on and get out and do a stomp. So yes, Stomps. It's called Stomps now because we've done the Dartmoor Stomps, and well, I'm going to be doing all sorts of stomps all over the place, so I've just shortened it to Stomps. Also, there's no tome, there's no book. So what I'm going to do an accompanying PDF, which I'll link to in the description of the video or something, probably. So click on the description where it says view more or something, have a look in there and the PDF will be there. Or indeed I might just put it in there as text so you can cut and paste it or whatever. But then you can stick it on your phone and take it with you stomping. This is the entrance to the Wheal Tor hotel. Oh, they're doing an open mic, like in a karaoke, look. Cracking. And we're heading on up here. Okay, getting our first proper look of the Caradon transmitter master. And that building there is the Wheal Tor hotel. Yeah, this is kind of where I grew up, really. So I have done this walk many times. On a BMX, and then when I got older we used to do our trails biking along here. Can't do that anymore, it's illegal, but that was all good fun. Anyway, down there on the side of that hill you can see a little track, and that's where we're going to head. We're basically going to walk around Caradon Hill, taking in minions and a few sights along the way. Right, I can't really remember the best way to do this. I think we might be able to get down there and join it. Let's give that a go. This looks like a well-travelled path anyway. It's roasting today. Proper hot. I got my water bottle. Oh, I forgot to put my sun cream on. Darn it. That was a bit silly. Smelling that coconut, the gorse. Oh, beautiful. On a day like this, the oils of that gorse are going to be well and truly vaporized in the air. Yeah, this is one of the first ever school trips I remember going on, was walking up here. I must have been about 8 years old. I've just seen a pond with some amazing dragonflies sort of floating around the top. Dragonflies are just mesmerising. Look at them. Wow. Absolutely wonderful. I guess that's a good thing about finding a little pool like this on a really hot moor. All the animals are going to want to come here and have a drink. All right, let's carry on. They are fascinating, aren't they? Sometimes they just like sit there in midair and you think, how are you staying up? That's got to be Dartmoor right there out on the distance. In fact, I can see, I know you won't be able to see, but I can see North Wheal Tor way in the distance there on that skyline. Do you know what? I don't reckon it's this hot in the Bahamas. You certainly wouldn't be disappointed if this was the weather on holiday. So yeah, all around here it's famous for its mining heritage, copper and tin and all that. And basically all of this is all remnants of those workings back then. I think this must have been one of the railways where they used to shunt all the ore around the moor with horses and gravity trains with just a big brake loaded up with ore. Can you imagine it? Lots of these little trees, I don't know what they are, very pretty on this track. I've been walking for quite a while now. We're starting to turn. Still hearing the odd little pop from a gorse bush. There's not many left, not many flower things, seeds. Ugh. I am getting munched on by horseflies. So what's that down there? It must be Upton Cross. I can see that at the bottom of the hill. Okay, there's gold diggings, which is like a big quarry thing, where people go rock climbing and swimming and whatnot. It's a nice place to spend an afternoon actually. That's up there on the hill. Over there's Wheal Tor and Henwood just at the bottom of there. Which means we are coming around to Minions. Let's just have a look behind. Look at that, beautiful. I'm not stopping too much on the views because, well, I happen to know they're going to get mightily more impressive when we get up there. Starting to get some sort of scale of the height of that mast. Oh, just walking along, and some of these crickets, I guess they are, or grasshoppers, they sound almost like rattlesnakes. They've all gone quiet now. So this part of the walk has been quite samey really. It's just a long track that goes around sort of half of the hill. But the views all the way around are just amazing, just stunning. I've always felt that this kind of Caradon Hill area has always amazed me. It's not been more popular really. You know, locals come up here and stuff, but it has got such a lot to offer. Oh, maybe one day someone will do a visitor's centre or something. Years ago you could drive onto the moor and they put these blooming great boulders all around it so you can't. It's almost like they don't want people, which is a bit of a shame. Because I would thoroughly recommend exploring around up here. Right, now there is a track that goes up there. There we go. Don't go up there. We're going to go over here. Have a look at these mine buildings before we head on up the hill towards Minions. And yes, that is Minions, just like the film. In fact, their road sign for a while had a minion on it. and then it got taken down by the grey suits at the council and the ne'er-do-wells. And then I did hear it's been put back. So that was quite a victory for a common man who likes a bit of fun with their road signs. We won't be going to that side of the village, so we won't see it, but if you fancy having a look, you can if you're into the film. So yeah, actually, I mean, looking around, like there's one there, old mine buildings. Over there on the horizon there's one. And they are dotted around everywhere. Quite a lot of them have been converted into properties. They really are quite something. God, I tell you what, that little bit there was Horsefly Alley. I got one though. Evil gits. Anyway, I'm wondering if we can kind of walk up the side here. See, years ago we would have gone down to there, down by the bridge, and walked up. I'm going to have a look and see if we can go up here. It would kind of make sense. No, that's looking a bit like just someone's field. Right. Well, I'll tell you what, we can have a look at this, can't we? Yeah, you can see in there kind of how big they are. Impressive buildings. Right, now we can go up here and join that track that goes along to the bridge. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. So my plan is to stop at the post office in Minions, get some lunch, and also buy some sun cream. I think this sun is pretty fierce. Okay, oh yeah, they made it a bit more of an official track by the looks of it, which is good. So we've got just a little bit of road, basically a quarter of a mile with that. Heading up to Minions, where there will be refreshment. Not mind building up there, my car park. And over there's a cheese ring inn. I gig over there quite regularly still. If I were having a meal, I would stop in there because it's rather nice. But we are only snackaging. Well, just had a nice pasty and a flapjack. And that's the Cheese Ring Hotel, the highest pub in Cornwall. 995 feet above sea level. So you can go and have a few pints and feel on top of the world in there. They got little Minions bins. That very cool. A nice touch. Right, so we're heading up here, which is next to the shop there, and we're heading up this track directly towards the mast on the hill there. Look. We're not going to walk up to the mast today. You can. There is a track that goes all the way. Well, a track, that's a road, goes most of the way. But we're going to be going around the hill, so we're not going to be doing that today. Lots of birds around down here, doing their business. Afternoon. Sensible sheep, look, keeping out of this blistering heat. And you know, I didn't get blimmin' sun cream then, did I? Muppetry. Right, so what we're doing, just walking up this road, and we're going to head off to the right. There's a little gate up there. We're going to head off to the right before that, to Caradon Quarry. That's the mine building we looked in. There's the track. So we probably could have cut across here somehow. I think it would have meant climbing a fence though, which you may or may not want to do. I'll leave that for you to decide. Just walking along here, and I've just remembered actually we used to walk back from the cheese ring in. We'd go over there for a few beers and walk back over the hill back to Pensilva. Did that quite a few times actually. You can see right down there, right down into Cornwall now. You can see on a good day the thing at Bodmin. What's it called, that monument? Oh, it's a thing on top of a hill. Anyway, that you can see that on a clear day. You can see for absolutely miles. So that's Caradon Hill, mast, and this hill in Cornish is called Bray Garn. Bray Garn. I mean, it's big hill, probably. And the mast there is 371 metres high. One thing we used to like to do, not like to do, something you could do just for a thrill, is lie down at the bottom of the mast and look up. Or on a cloudy day, when you see the clouds going overhead, it was a very peculiar feeling. It feels like the whole world is falling down on you. It's very strange. So we don't want to carry on up there. We want to turn to the right by these metal gates and that big boulder. But look at that. You can now see gold diggings, Wheal Tor, North Cornwall, Minions. This is all Bodmin Moor, right the way down into Cornwall, and I think I might be able to see the sea over there, very faintly in the distance. I imagine that down there at the bottom of the hill is Liscard. Hell of a view. Right, so this way, and we are going to follow this track. Oh, down there, I don't know if you can see like the sort of, we call them clay pits, but I don't think they are clay pits. Leftovers of mine in there, and a sort of broken mine stack on the hill down there. That's down at Crow's Nest. That's a lovely spot. You can go down to Crow's Nest before you get to the pub. Turn right. There's a little track. You go up there and you go under like an old railway bridge actually, from the old the mine railway. Park there and just walk on up, and there's a lovely moorland brook that's carved a little valley there. That's the side of that valley. I'll tell you what, you spend a lovely afternoon there, picnic or something. It's just an absolutely heavenly spot. We used to have parties down there. Very good fun. But yeah, lovely place. Right then, we are now on the surface of Mars or something. I've got some dumpy bags up there, look. Why not? And no, I don't mean come and help yourself to granite. I don't know whose it is. But we are now at Caradon Quarry, which as far as I'm aware is no longer working. There's a lot of granite up here, something's not working, but before we look in there, look at that. Utterly beautiful. Gorgeous. Right. And this is the quarry. This is a place where we spent many an afternoon. Do you remember when I was at Wheal Tor? There was the crazy something pool, And I said, yeah, we had one of them that was bottomless as well. Well, this is it. Legend has it that this is also bottomless. Handsome. That's beautiful. Oh, hello. He probably came to say hello. I have actually managed to climb down to that bit over there. This is a curious thing children do. That dragonfly. I hope you can see him. He's doing that thing where he like just floats without hardly moving. Beautiful. Right. We're going to head up the other side of this. Ew, what's happened there then? Are we able to get around here now? Yeah. Now I just remembered that up there I had a seat on this spoil heap thing. Let's see if it's still there. Used to plunk myself down there and for hours checking out that view. Right, so we're walking up the other side of the quarry, which is down there. Now we are going to take a little bit of a pit stop just here, and you'll see it. These are like fingers of quarry sort of spill heap. There's 3 of them that point out over the moors, but we're going on the biggest one here. Right, is it here? I think it's over there. I think it's that one there. So maybe I won't clamber down there in my advanced years. Not quite as nimble. But yeah, look at that view. Look at that view. This is going to be a long old video, isn't it? Anyway, lots to see. Right, let's head on. Towards the mast. Basically, we're going to head towards, there's a fence with a couple of boulders in it. So, heading towards this wall, and the masts, you see they kind of line up. And actually, just beyond it, that is the road that goes on up to the mast. And what we're going to do is we're going to head on down here and keep in this wall on our right. And now, do you remember I said that the view was going to get a bit more majestic? There, you must be able to plainly see that as well. You can see the coast, you can see the sea all the way, well, from there all the way around, all the way to, that is Plymouth over there. So this would be like Whitsand Bay, Tor Point, and then Loo, all the way down to some other place that I couldn't tell you where that is, all the way down there, not sure. But yeah. Oh, and now we get a really good view of the mast. I remember when I used to live in Pensilva, that used to beam out our TV, and we used to get TV pictures absolutely clear as a bell, crystal. And when they went over to digital, it was really annoying because all of a sudden it was all blocky and like nowhere near as clear as the analog used to be. I remember that was funny. Like people who live further away were like, what are you talking about? It's all really clear. I'm like, really? We've been spoilt. Oh, what a view. What a view. Do you know, thinking about it, I think we'll walk down here with the wall on our left. Mix it up a little bit, won't it? I know where it will bring us out. Yeah, there's loads to see up here. I mean, what we've done here is just gone around the hill basically. But if you're into like old stones and that, old medieval stuff, there's the hurlers at Minions, which is lots of little standing stones. Ooh, there's a little bird, and he moves as soon as I turn the camera. Never mind. There's, if you want to look about the mining heritage around here, oh, there's just loads of it all around this area. If you carry on down that way, like if we went over that side of the hill, there's a load of other mine buildings down there, which if you were spending a day, you could peruse. I can see the car park now, so I suppose at this point this is where I normally sum up the walk. But I'm going to put the question to you. What did you think of it? It's a bit different doing it without a book. I'm going to be doing all sorts of this sort of stuff, so let me know what you thought. Time wise, that's a good idea. I can tell you how long it took. I left at 12:15. It's now 1:45, and I'm probably about 10 minutes away from the car. There are toilets and stuff, like the cheese ring hotel in Minions. Like, that's a great place for a pint and a meal, especially after the first bit, which is a bit of a drag. But like I say, you are treated all the way along that to fantastic views, and just little bits where there's like little ponds where there's, you know, amazing dragonflies and stuff like that. You could easily spend half an hour at Caradon Quarry just lying on a blanket and just enjoying being alive. In fact, that's what I would recommend you do, especially on a day like today. Makes you feel like a lizard. You just sit there and go, ah. But yeah, this has always been a favourite walk of mine. It's a walk from my childhood. It's a walk I've done countless times. Like I say, I've even done it in the dark with a skin full of beer. This bit, anyway. Highly recommended. The only little downside, horseflies. So if you want to bring a machine gun or something to deal with them, you'd be more than welcome. Or flamethrower. Napalm. It's not overkill, is it? Nah. Napalm will do it. I suppose I'd say this walk is a easy to moderate one. There's a few little bits with some rocks and that you got to get over, but nothing major. I remember there being a pond up here actually. Should we have a look for it? I think I can see it over there. A cheeky bonus. I don't remember what we used to call it. Can I get across? Oh, did you hear that? That was a bit of gorse. Gorse are popping. I'm wondering if I imagined it now. Or is this indeed it? Yeah, I think it is. I don't think there's much water in there now. It's a bit dried up, but anyway. Oh. So from this point, I mean, I've taken a bit of a detour there, but all we're doing, you can see the car park at the bottom there. We're just heading down the hill towards there. I'm going to follow the sheep track. Probably take us back to the path we were on, I'd imagine. Just walk down there. You can see that's where that little sort of dried up thing was. Over there, you see these spoil heaps? Let me give you some elevation if you can see them. In between those two heaps, if you walk up there, is the engine house and various other mine workings that I was speaking of earlier. We're going to head on down here. Oh, I keep seeing these butterflies. Got him. Ah. Okay, there's the wall. It's coming over the hill. It's gone down there. Let's just cut across, get a bit more in line with that wall, because we got a bit lower now. I can't actually see the car park. It's definitely down here somewhere. It's just this side of that building anyway. So if you've enjoyed this, as always, please do like, subscribe, comment, and importantly, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. That's good info. Like I say, I'm going to put a little thing together, a PDF or something, or just in the comments, not the comments, in the description for the video. Just a little like checkpoint thing about how to do this walk. Just little bits of information. I think that'd be good to go with this, because there is no tome. Yeah, so thank you for joining me on this very nostalgic walk. It's been great to revisit some places. Oh look, we're meeting up with that. Excellent. We have a choice. We have a little path going that way, a big path going that way. I'm going to follow the big path. You'll notice the Facebook page has also changed to Stomps now. Just gives me a bit of freedom to do stuff other than Dartmoor. Because I've done quite a lot of that recently. Okay, so we're meeting up with a good track. Now this track goes all the way to that engine house I was telling you about. If you follow it up to the spoil heaps and just keep going, you will find them. And also, if you keep going, you'll come to that lovely spot at Crow's Nest. That's a hidden gem, that is. That's a top tip. That is a cheeky bonus for you. Just wondering if you can see. No, not really, but anyway, it's up there. So we are literally now just at the car park. So on this beautiful July afternoon, I shall say thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your stomps, and I will see you next time, wherever that may be. Cheers!